What's your favorite dinosaur movie of all time?
Jurassic Park.
Like the dinosaurs we think of, like pterodactyls, T-Rexes, those were during the Jurassic period?
The Tyrannosaurus Rex was actually in the late Cretaceous period, so the pterodactyl and the Tyrannosaurus Rex were not in the same time periods.
So you're telling me the Land Before Time was not true?
Yes. Plus, dinosaurs don't talk anyways.
So do you know how long it would take for us to get there if we were to travel by spaceship?
100,000 light years, which would, if you traveled at the speed of light, it would be 100,000 years. You better need some entertainment.
Whoa, clear out the room, I'm coming through, they wanna see what I'm about.
And that's the name, you know?
I'm on a paper route. Extra,
You gonna hook me up? Okay.
Today's trying to tap it. I put commas over bullshit. Yeah, I put that on mamas. Hey, they trying to block all my blessings.
Hey, welcome to the People of Oklahoma podcast. My name is Steven, and this is the podcast that we interview very interesting people here from the great state of Oklahoma. And the person we have on the podcast today is very, very special. And this person is probably one of the smartest people I have ever met in my life. And guess what? He's only 10 years old. The person we have on the podcast today is Liam Street. Welcome to the podcast, buddy.
Thank you.
So, Liam, this is your first podcast to ever be on in your career, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Are you excited?
Yes.
Are you pumped?
Yes.
Are we going to talk about some interesting stuff?
Very
Okay,
interesting.
cool. And then for the people at home, real quick, I just want to say this. Liam's mom is here. I did not capture him. I did not steal him from somewhere. His mom's sitting in the back. Kara, say something real quick. What's up? Okay, so there she is. Okay, I just want to make that clear because I don't want people in the comment section saying like, oh, that's really weird. He's interviewing Ken without his parents here. But they're in the back. Is that true, Liam?
Yes.
Okay. All right. I was just making that clear. So, Liam, the first thing I ever heard about you is you guys were moving back to Oklahoma, and they said, hey, there's this kid that is very, very smart, and he knows a lot of things about dinosaurs. And I was like, all right, that's cool. Kid likes dinosaurs, but you know a lot of things about dinosaurs. Like, when did you start getting interested in dinosaurs? Like, what age?
Before I was 2 years old.
Before you were 2 years old?
Yes.
Like, could you talk at 2? Could you talk?
I don't remember.
You don't remember? I guess that was a long time ago. So what fascinated you about dinosaurs?
I don't remember at all.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't remember. My mom had a lot of books, so maybe it was the dinosaur books that got me interested.
So what did you learn about dinosaurs? Do you remember all the dinosaurs' names and stuff?
Yeah.
So like a T-Rex, is that the correct term for T-Rex?
Yeah. T-Rex?
Or is it Tyrannosaurus Rex? How do you say it?
The full name is Tyrannosaurus Rex.
What's your favorite dinosaur?
The Mosasaurus.
So tell me about that. What is a Mosasaurus?
It's a giant marine reptile that was in the dinosaur times from the Triassic, which was about 230 million years ago, to the Cretaceous, which ended about 65 million years ago. And it was about 60 feet long from head to tail. And that's about as long as a bowling lane.
A bowling lane?
Yes.
So what did they eat?
Mostly plesiosaurs, mosasaurs, ammonites, which are like little squids in the shells.
Okay. So mosasaurs, man, that's crazy. What's that flying dinosaurs that's like, have you ever seen The Land Before Time?
Yes.
Okay. There's this one, and that's what I'm going to refer to a lot because, or Jurassic Park. Did you watch Jurassic Park?
Yeah.
What's your favorite dinosaur movie of all time?
Jurassic Park.
Really? Yeah.
It's where the Dilophosaurus shoots poison into that guy's
So is that
eyes.
a real dinosaur?
Yes, but the actual dinosaur doesn't have those fan things.
Oh, okay. So that's they Hollywood that up. They made that.
And it doesn't shoot poison either.
Oh, it doesn't shoot poison?
Yeah.
Okay,
it's only a couple feet larger than the average human.
Okay.
Like the taller.
Okay. So, but they don't shoot poison either.
No.
No. Is there any dinosaur that shoots poison?
Not that I can think of.
Yeah. Huh. What about raptors? Because in Jurassic Park they always talked about. Or is it raptors?
Yeah.
Yeah. What's the correct terminology for a raptor?
What's the terminology?
Or what's the name? What's the name of a raptor? Is it like Thoracic raptor or Theophorus raptor? Velociraptor.
Velociraptor?
Yeah. Isn't that the same thing as a raptor?
Yeah, it's a type of raptor.
How fast can they run?
About 30 miles an hour, 35, 40.
Yeah. How fast can T-Rex run?
They can actually run about 12 miles per hour, so if you tried hard enough, you could outrun a Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Really?
Yes.
So were those the most dominant dinosaurs in the world? Was that like the apex predator?
The T-Rex?
Yeah.
Of its time, yes, but there were bigger and stronger dinosaurs that weren't in its time.
Really?
Like the Spinosaurus was actually about 10 feet longer and 10 feet taller.
But they weren't in the same time?
No. I think the Spinosaurus was in the... Wow, I forgot the name of between Triassic and Cretaceous.
So you keep on bringing up these...
Jurassic.
So what are these
mid-Jurassic.
periods? So these periods of time are like different like times of dinosaurs. Is like Cretaceous and Jurassic. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So like the dinosaurs we think of, like, oh no, the flying dinosaur and Land Before Time. What is that called? Pterodactyl? Yeah, pterodactyls, T-Rexes. Those were during the Jurassic period.
The Tyrannosaurus Rex was actually in the late Cretaceous period. It was in the time when the asteroid hit and all the dinosaurs died out. And the pterodactyl was actually in the mid-Jurassic period. So the pterodactyl and the Tyrannosaurus Rex were not in the same time periods.
So you're telling me the Land Before Time was not true?
Yes. Plus, dinosaurs don't talk anyways.
Yeah, you're right, buddy. They don't talk either. Okay. Yep. Wow. Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, I lost my train of thought because you proved me wrong. You proved me. That was good, Liam. So like, what do you think the what extinct all the dinosaurs?
Several things. So
Okay.
First, the asteroid hit, and then it caused pressure changes in the atmosphere, and volcano, like, it got much hotter, and volcanoes erupted, and there was a bunch of ash clouds all over the place, and a bunch of dinosaurs died out by suffocating, others by burning in lava, others by getting wiped out from the explosion of the asteroid, and plants got choked out.
Mm-hmm.
So that means the plant-eating dinosaurs died. And the meat-eating dinosaurs, since there was no plant-eating dinosaurs, they died off too.
Oh, okay.
So it's a chain reaction.
Wow. Is there any dinosaurs that lived through that? Like, some people tell me like alligators are dinosaurs. Is that true?
They lived in the dinosaur time. There was an ancient reptile named Supergator or something, Gigagator or something, and it was about 3 times the size of the average alligator. Wow.
But your favorite dinosaur was bigger than these Gigagators, right?
Mm-hmm.
But is your favorite dinosaur the largest dinosaur ever?
Not the largest.
Not the largest. The largest was the Spinosaurus or Spinosaurus.
Spinosaurus?
Yeah, Spinosaurus. Is that the largest?
Spinosaurus was actually about 55 feet tall, and the Mosasaurus was about 60 feet long.
Okay. I see what
So
you're
the
saying.
Mosasaurus was bigger than the Spinosaurus, but there were dinosaurs that were bigger than the Mosasaurus and the Spinosaurus.
What dinosaur was that?
There are the Diplodocus, which was like 95 feet tall, I think, and there were ones like the Supersaurus, which was like 110 feet tall.
Holy moly, 110 feet tall. That's like a... How tall is the Empire State Building? I don't remember how tall. But that's tall. 100 feet tall. Were those plant eaters or carnivores?
They were sauropods, so they were plant eaters.
So sauropod.
Sauropods were the group of dinosaurs that had really long necks and ate plants.
Oh, so that's like a long neck in the Land Before Time.
Yes.
Oh, okay. And what was the correct terminology of that? Like, what's the name of that dinosaur?
There's Supersaurus, Diplodocus, all sorts of sauropods.
Okay. Man, that's so interesting. Now, you took an interest in dinosaurs. I mean, are you still interested in dinosaurs?
Yes.
But you're interested in some other things now. So what are some other things you're interested in?
Video games.
Video games, okay, like any 10-year-old. You're 10, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, like any other 10-year-old. And then what else?
Astronomy.
Oh, so you're interested in space?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think we'll ever end up on Mars?
Eventually.
Yeah. And for people's backstory, the reason why I know Liam is he goes to the same church as me, the Refuge in Owasso, and we got to spend some time together at church camp this past year. How did you like church camp?
I liked it a lot.
Am I pretty cool? I mean,
Yeah.
because you got to live with me for like 4 or 5 days. Mm-hmm. Was I mean? That's all right. Yeah, because sometimes I had to be a little bit mean because I had 15 little boys running around, so I had to be stern sometimes, which Liam probably never saw that side of me before, huh? No. Yeah. But I am a nice guy though now, right? I'm a nice guy.
Maybe.
Maybe. But going back to the dinosaurs, then, do you think dinosaurs lived during the Bible times, because some people say that dinosaurs, maybe not lived or might not be true because they're not mentioned in the Bible. What is your thought process on that?
They actually are mentioned in the Bible.
Really?
In a couple verses, it talks about reptiles. Some think they're talking about dinosaurs. Some think they're referring to dragons, or some people think that they're just talking about mythical creatures that aren't even real.
Oh, okay. So they do mention that. Huh. That's interesting. So why are you so smart?
Because I have autism, I think.
You think you have autism?
Yeah.
Yeah. So when did you figure out you had the special gift of memorizing things? When did you understand it? Because you've always had it, but when did you were like, hey, I'm a little different. I have a special gift than other kids.
I don't know.
You don't know? Yeah. What would you like to tell people about your gift, about autism?
That people with autism are no different than normal people, and sometimes they have to like stem to calm their body down and stuff. And if you're trying to talk to someone with autism, if they speak calmly and they don't get overstimulated or anything, then the person with autism will understand what they're saying better.
Those headphones are overstimulating? Do you like those headphones? Do they make you feel comfortable?
Yes.
Okay. All right, because you were saying something earlier about hearing my water, so I just want to make sure you're good. So you memorized a lot of things about dinosaurs, a lot of things about astronomy, which we'll get into here in just a second. But what is some things about the Bible? Because me and your parents, we met at church. We're both families are believers, and so do you memorize a lot of Bible verses? And when did you accept Christ as your Savior?
I accepted Christ when I was 5 years old. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's cool. And your mom and dad read the Bible to you a lot?
Yes, and I memorized a lot of verses when I was like 2 years old.
Well, do you remember what the first verse you memorized was?
I don't remember the first verse, but I remember a verse.
Okay, what was it?
Proverbs 22:12. The Lord detests lying lips, but delights in those who are trustworthy.
Oh, what did you take out of that verse?
The Lord detests lying lips, but delights in those who are trustworthy.
Okay. What is your favorite Bible verse of all time?
I'm going to go with Luke 2:11.
Okay, what does that one say?
For unto us a child is born that's Isaiah 9:6.
So is that one your favorite? Isaiah 9:6?
Yes.
Okay, what is that one?
For unto us a child is born, for unto us a son is given, and the government shall be upon his shoulder, and his name shall be called Wonderful, Counselor, Mighty God, Everlasting Father, Prince of Peace. And one thing I would like people to know about that verse is wonderful isn't an adjective describing counselor.
Mm-hmm.
It's wonderful, comma, counselor, comma.
Oh, okay.
So it's basically, most people think it's 4 things: wonderful counselor, mighty God, everlasting Father, and Prince of Peace.
Yeah.
But it's actually 5 things: wonderful counselor, mighty God, everlasting Father, and Prince of Peace.
So what do you think wonderful means? What is he? You said it was an adjective. So what is wonderful?
Wonderful.
Oh, it's just like wonderful in general?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Wonderful counselor,
Okay.
mighty God, everlasting Father, Prince of Peace.
Okay. So so after you accepted Christ, you guys just went on a big mission trip out to Ecuador?
Nicaragua.
Nicaragua. Okay, Nicaragua. What did you always want to go on a mission trip, or is that like did you always want to do mission work?
Yes.
You did. Okay. Have you done mission work before going to Nicaragua?
Nicaragua.
Nicaragua. Okay. Have you ever done mission work before that?
No.
Okay.
It was my first mission trip, and I raised money to go.
How much money did you have to raise?
$7,500.
$7,500. What did you do? How did you raise $7,500?
But we baked a bunch of chocolate chip bread, cookies. We did like a bake sale and stuff.
Okay.
And we got like $1,000 from that. And the church that both of us go to gave us about $2,000.
Yep.
A bunch of people donated for a bunch of money.
Well, I hope Taylor donated some. Do you remember if me and Taylor donated? I hope we did.
I think you did.
Good. Yeah, Taylor's in charge of the finances in our house. Can you believe that?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Smart answer. So you guys headed out there this summer. How long was it? You remember how many days?
I think it was 5.
No, it's all right. We can ask Mom. How long was it, Mom? About a week. Oh. Was that your first time in a plane?
No. I went to Hawaii when I was like 6 months old.
Okay, that doesn't count because you don't remember that.
I went to some place when I was like 3 months old.
Okay, that doesn't count. You don't remember that.
I went to Disney World last January.
That counts. That counts. I love Disney World. What did you think about Disney World?
I loved it.
You loved it? What was your favorite part about Disney World?
I can tell you my least favorite part.
All right, let's go there.
Tower of Terror.
Tower of Terror. Actually, I was probably your age when I went to. Sorry, my wife's calling. Hey, can you text Kara? Can you text my wife and tell her I'm interviewing your son?
I got it.
Okay. I remember when we went to Tower of Terror when I was about your age, and it was me and my little cousin Casey, and I was scared too. But then after the first time, I wasn't scared anymore. Were you scared after? Could you go back on it now since you kind of know what to expect, or would you still be scared?
No, because I went to the Tower of Terror when I was 6.
Oh, never mind. I was way older. Yeah, I was about 10.
And I didn't fly on an airplane the first time we went. We drove to Florida.
Oh, okay.
But the second time, this last January, we flew. And when I was 6 years, we were going for my birthday. I was turning 6, I think.
Yeah.
And I went there, and I was screaming at the top of my lungs. And even when I was 9 years old last January, I was still screaming at the top of my lungs. And when it was over, I was like, is it over? Is it over? And then the next ride was like a Mickey ride, and it was so calm, and I was like...
You were way overstimulated, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. So flying over to your mission trip, like, what was some of the things you took away? Like, what was your experience over there? Mission work.
It was a good experience.
Was it a good experience?
Mm-hmm.
Anything crazy happen? Anything magical or amazing happen?
Yes.
Okay. Tell me more about that.
Well, it's not really magic.
Yeah,
it's just something that surprising happened.
Yeah.
In the mission building, like, they have a bunch of chickens and goats and stuff. One of the chickens, like, I was walking down the sidewalk, and I walked by a chicken, and then I think the chicken thought I was coming toward it or something to hurt it or something, and then and then it popped out an egg, and I felt it, and it was warm.
Oh, wow.
And then I put them, and then I told the person, and he's like, wow, go put that in the basket. And I went over and put it in the basket. I found another one, but the chicken I didn't see it lay an egg.
Oh, okay.
And then they cooked, and then I put the other one in the basket too, and then they cooked the eggs.
And then they cooked the eggs.
Yeah.
So what were you guys doing down there? Were you guys like building buildings or helping build buildings, or what was your mission work while you were over there?
I don't know.
You don't know? Did you guys get to talk to people about Jesus?
Yes.
Did you get to talk to people about it? You remember any of the conversations you had over there?
I made a friend with Miguel.
Oh, tell me about Miguel.
He was 11 years old when I met him in Nicaragua.
Yeah.
2 months ago.
Yeah.
It was right before my birthday, and it was fun to talk to him even with the language barrier.
So he didn't speak the same language as you?
No.
No, but you guys get to hang out and play and stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Like, the people are in danger of trafficking and stuff, and they have to wake up early every morning to go pick up trash like plastic and stuff to sell, and that's how they get their money. And
that's what Miguel did at age 11?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Can you imagine doing that over here? Like, wouldn't that be crazy? Because that's a little bit different of the way you've been raised, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of crazy, huh?
Mm-hmm.
You get to see a whole different world when you go over there.
Yeah.
But you guys also do some stuff around here too, right? You guys go down to downtown Tulsa and do some stuff down there, right?
Yeah.
What do you guys do down there?
We go to the church and we make soup, and then we go and take the vegetable soup, and go around looking for homeless people.
Yeah.
And when we see one, we get out of our car, get some soup, pour it into a cup, put the lid on, get a spoon, I think,
Yeah.
for them, and and we go over and give it to them, and sometimes we ask if they have socks.
Yeah.
And if they say no, then we give them some socks.
Oh, that's cool. And you guys been doing you've done that a couple times, haven't you? You enjoy doing that?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Have you been able to share the good news with them?
Yeah. Wait.
Yeah. Pray with them? Talk to them about Jesus?
I don't remember.
Okay. That's all right. You don't have to remember.
I don't think so.
You don't think so? Hey, it doesn't. You know, sometimes they just need to be fed. You know, people just need to be fed and make sure they're warm. So, at least you gave them something that they needed. Mm-hmm. So that's what matters too. So that's awesome. Now you've learned about dinosaurs. You love dinosaurs. You do some other stuff. Tell me about astronomy. What got you interested about astronomy?
I got interested a long time ago. I don't remember. It might also have been my mom's books too. And then I kind of stopped wanting to learn about astronomy. And then one day, I think it was during summer break, I heard several videos about astronomy, and I went to physics class and stuff, and then I got interested about astronomy.
What's
again.
Is that what you want to do when you grow up? Is you want to be in work in space stuff, or?
I want to be a mathematician when I grow up.
Oh, you want to be a mathematician? That's cool too.
Or a member of the pentatonics.
Member of the pentatonics? You like to sing?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No, a member of the hexatonics.
Wait, isn't the pentatonics? Isn't that the singing group?
Yes, but if I join, it would be 6 people, so it would be hexatonics.
Oh, I see what you're smart. Okay, I see what you're saying. So about space, what's something interesting that you can teach someone that does a podcast that knows absolutely nothing about astronomy?
Jupiter, so most posters or something about space, it shows them right next to each other and in an orderly fashion, like a line.
Yeah.
That rarely ever happens, in 1,000 years. And they're not that close together.
Right.
At all. It would take 112 Earths, I think, to get from the Earth to the moon.
It would take how many?
112 Earths about. I can't remember.
Oh, it's 112 Earths away to the moon?
About, I think.
Wow, that's a long ways. What a couple of years ago, actually a long time ago, Pluto. Do you think Pluto should be a planet?
No, I think it should stay as a dwarf planet. And Mercury, it's actually small enough to be a dwarf planet.
Mercury is?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
So how many planets do we have in our solar system right now?
8 right now.
Okay. Yeah. So do you know anything about black holes?
Yes.
All right, tell me about black holes because I'm interested in those.
Okay, so it's
explain it to me like I know nothing about it.
Okay, so a black hole is black.
Okay.
And it swirls around, and it's a rip in space-time. And it has a fairly strong gravitational pull, and not even light can escape it. And the speed of light is very fast.
So it's kind of like a quicksand, but out in space.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of, sort of.
And some people think that if you go into a black hole, you'll go into a different dimension. So there's been graphs of different dimensions, like parallel universe and different universe. You can't go to the different universe, but through a black hole, you can go to a parallel universe. And so there's this astronomy guy who's not very smart. Almost everyone disagrees with him.
Yeah.
He made a graph and showed it that there's a black hole, and it goes inward on itself, and it keeps closing and opening at rapid speed. And if you went in the black hole through the event horizon, it would just squish you. But if you manage to get through that through a super fast spacecraft or something, it's like a vase shape. You go in, and there's a white hole at the other end. And it's like the opposite of a black hole. If a spaceship goes through it, it would immediately go. Like nothing can go into it, not even light. So you're stuck in the parallel universe.
Sounds like a comic book. What so black holes are real, right? I mean,
Yes.
There's scientific proof on that.
Yeah, like there's a black hole in the middle of our galaxy, the Milky Way. It's one of the biggest black holes we know. It's, I think, Sirius A1 or Sirius A, or yeah, I think it's Sirius A or Sirius B. I can't remember.
So we're in the Milky Way galaxy, and so you're saying am I right? Mm-hmm. We're in the Milky Way. So there's a black hole in our galaxy?
Yes.
So do you know how long it would take for us to get there if we were to travel by spaceship?
About 100,000 light years, which would, if you traveled at the speed of light, it would be 100,000 years. You better need some entertainment.
Yeah, you better need some Oh my gosh. So wow.
And our solar system rotates around Sirius A.
Oh, so we circle around a black hole?
Technically. So if you were on the moon,
mm-hmm.
you would be circling around the Earth, which circles around the sun. And the sun circles around the Sirius A, the black hole Sirius A.
So what does people think going through the black hole? Where do they think that will take someone?
To the white hole.
To the white hole? And then does anybody have an idea what's at the white hole?
Like out of the white hole, here's a black hole.
Uh-huh.
A spaceship goes through it.
Uh-huh.
Here's the rapid thing.
Right. Oh, the rapid thing that will squish you.
Yes.
Okay.
And if you somehow possibly
get past that
through it, there's a white hole at the other end, and your spaceship goes through it. You go out. Now you're in a parallel universe.
What is a parallel universe?
It's like the opposite of ours.
Wow.
That's why white hole, black hole.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, and you explained all that to me very well just a couple seconds ago, and I didn't catch it. So thank you for explaining that again. Yeah. Huh. That's so interesting. Do you think we'll ever go to Mars?
Probably. Wait,
Probably?
You already asked that question.
No, I haven't asked that question. I haven't asked about Mars yet. Have I? Okay. Do you like Elon Musk?
Yeah.
You do?
And his SpaceX program. One time in church camp,
Uh-huh.
I remember when we were in our little circle.
Was the church camp I was at?
Yes.
Okay.
And I looked up one time, and it was one of Elon Musk's launching. He was launching one of his spacecrafts. There was a bunch of little spaceships linked together.
Yeah.
Making like a giant line, and it was like 7 or something, or maybe 8. I can't remember.
Wow, that's cool. So, why do you want to be a mathematician?
Because I'm good at math.
So you're good at math too.
Mm-hmm.
So you're good.
And I can make a lot of money because there are 7 prizes. One's already taken, and it's prizes. They're things like math problems that would make the world a lot better if someone solved them. One person solved it already, but he refused the $1 million award. He didn't want it.
You didn't want the $1 million reward?
Yep.
So would you take the $1 million reward?
Yeah.
Oh, you would? Okay, cool. So you said there's 7 questions, or did you say there's one question that has 7 parts to it?
there's 7 questions.
And he solved one of them.
Yes. And if I solved the rest of the 6 of them, then I could be a 6 millionaire.
Oh, a 6 millionaire.
6 millionaire,
Yeah.
the right name for it?
Probably not, but don't ask me those type of questions because I'm going to steer you wrong.
Probably.
Yeah, probably. You're right. No, you're teaching me stuff, dude. I don't even know. Yeah, I don't even know the whole black hole thing. Still making me think a lot. So being a mathematician, you want to solve these 6 problems?
Yes.
Yeah, that'd be cool. What So what school would you go to? Are you learning this stuff right now?
Yes.
Okay. What grade are you in math?
In math?
Yeah, like you know how there's like some people that are like in 3rd grade doing 5th grade math. Like, what are you learning in math right now?
At my school?
Yeah.
Fractions.
Are you learning fractions?
Fractions, unfortunately.
Yeah. You like fractions?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's really easy.
Oh, it's really easy.
Yes.
Yeah. Are you learning anything outside of what they're teaching you in school in math right now?
Yes, I go to mathnasium.
Oh, okay, so that's where you get. Okay, so what math are you learning there?
Right now I'm apparently doing easy stuff. I used to do the hardest thing I'm doing right now is doing dividing numbers with demicals by numbers with demicals.
What's a demical?
It's like 1.365 or something.
Oh, so like decimals.
Yes.
Yeah, the decimals. Okay, I was about to say, man, you're doing stuff I don't even know what you're talking about. But yeah, decimals. Oh man, wait, so you're dividing stuff by decimals?
Yes.
Okay. And how old are you? 10?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Dang, man, that's crazy. And then you also like physics?
Yes.
Now, what's physics? Is that like math?
Kind of.
Kind of? Sort of?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Kind of, sort of.
Yeah, kind of, sort of. No, that's cool. That's cool. So, wrapping up here, what is
Wait, it's already been an hour?
It's pretty close. Oh man, my timer didn't start. Actually, where were we at on time? 37. Yeah, I was planning on going 45 with you, because I didn't want to poop you out.
What's that?
Like make you tired.
I'm not tired.
You're not tired?
No.
Okay. What else you want to talk about? You want to talk about Pokemon?
Sure.
We don't have to talk about Pokemon. We don't have to talk about Pokemon. What is something that that you want to do other than math? Like what college you want to go to? You even thought about colleges?
I don't know colleges.
You don't know colleges? No. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. So wrapping up here, what do you want to tell the people? What's something you want to leave off of? Is there anything you want to tell them about math or astronomy or autism?
Remember, always eat your vegetables.
Always eat your vegetables.
That has nothing to do with astronomy or math or autism or anything like that.
Dude, that's a great way to lead off. And I think we should do another podcast here in a couple of years and see what you're doing now.
Okay.
I think that'd be really cool.
And remember, always eat your vegetables.
That's awesome. Liam, you killed it, brother. Good job. Perfect. Oh, you want to try again? Boom. You want to do something else? You want to go like boom, explosion, black hole, boom, explosion, black hole. Yeah, we'll work on it. Well, here in a couple of years.
La, 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 la.
Awesome.